Hello my fiercely brave king or queen and welcome on Ask the Runes channel. I am Andrea and today we are gonna look at how you move through life, or better said, what's your life journey and how you move through your life journey. We will look at what character traits you are meant to master in this lifetime. We will point just everything about your life journey and the major things that are meant to happen in your life and major lessons that you are meant to learn in this lifetime, and how you will deal with your major lessons and how it affects your personality, all that jazz. Today readings techniques are obviously runes, but so many much more other than this. So stick until the end of your reading because we will really get in depth in your life's journey and mission and how are you dealing with it, or the major lessons that you will have to learn in this lifetime and how are you coping with your journey basically. So here are 4 piles from which you can choose. First pile we have this cute My Little Pony right here. Second pile, Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Third pile, it's Donkey from Shrek. And the least but not last, the fourth pile, it's Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. Take your time to decide. I want you to choose intuitively, which means that even if a certain character is your favorite, that may be also a message for you to pick a certain pile. But even if that's the case, if another pile draws your attention in and calls you in towards it, then I advise you to follow that inner gut feeling and listen to that pile even though it's not necessarily your favorite character. Okay, so now let's take a minute to breathe in and breathe out. Now select the pile that drowns you in the most. You can pause the video if you need more time, but right now I'm gonna get straight into the reading. See you there! Hello my fiercely brave king or queen, pile 1, and welcome to your rune reading about your life journey and how you move through this journey. So, first things first. Based on this beautiful pony right here, My Little Pony, he is absolutely adorable and his eyes are the same color like my ring right here, so we match today. I want to say about you a few things. First thing that I want to point based on this beautiful pony right here is that you somehow feel like an outcast amongst other people. Like you look at them and you see that they are dragons or talking donkeys or pink ponies, and you feel like they have their own movies, their own stories, and you somehow feel like you don't belong between them, and you kind of underestimate yourself and you think that, oh, I'm just a little pet shop. I don't have my own movie. I don't have my own story. I have an insignia right here, you know, like the sheriffs in the Old West, Wild West, American Wild West. And I am brave, and I am a horse, and I maybe have a very free-spirited attitude towards life and amazing qualities on my own, but I don't really feel that special, even though I know I have something special within me. I don't really feel that special when I look around me at other people. And something about this pony right here tells me this thing about you. And it's actually not accurate because exactly because you don't have your own story written already by some script. You have your own story in your own hands. You are the master of your destiny, my beautiful, fiercely brave king or queen. You are the master of your own fate. You decide what you do with your life. You decide what's the next right thing for you. You decide your own story and your own journey. Maybe you are a life path 4 because I feel like you may want to keep your things in order and neat, and especially this little insignia right here on the chest of this cute horse tells me that you might actually like things to be neat and ordered and keep your house and life in order. Or maybe you are a life path number 5 where you really like to change things up very often and you like to risk things and you like to go after things in life. Or maybe I also feel the possibility that you may be a life path 1 or 9 because you really like to be the leader. You don't like to wait for others. You don't like to ask permission. You kind of feel like an outcast, and you somehow sometimes feel a little bit boring, but at the same time you don't fit in with anybody. You look at yourself as being a little bit boring, and that's something that a life path number 4 would say, but you are actually not. You have all the power in your hands, and you like to not wait for others. Maybe you are that loner that chooses to be with other horses or other pets in the little pet shop world, or you like to be on yourself, keeping your house in order, keeping your life in order, keeping maybe others' life in order, and be by yourself when you are not with other people. You like to spend time alone, like introvert vibes here. So you may actually be life path 1 when you don't like to wait for others and you like to lead and you like to be the sheriff in town. Or you may or you may actually be life path 4 when you like to keep things in order in your house, in your life, in even others' life. Or a life path number 5 where you really like to change things up, and today you like to be with other horses and tomorrow you like to be on yourself. Next day you may want to build a company, the other day you may just want to be at your home and relax and chill and keep your house in order. Or maybe life path number 9 that I think I already mentioned, where you are very spiritual and you have sort of hermit mode, where you really choose with what horses you spend time, with what other horses you spend time, and you may actually are not so interested in building an empire, but rather on, running free on the meadows and mountains and not give an F about material things and other stuff. I receive a lot of energies just from this little horse right here alone, which may appear as the most normal from all 4 piles, but actually it holds its entire faith in its own little hooves. So let's see what runes have to say further from here. Interesting. I don't necessarily receive alone vibes from you from runes. If this little horse right here told me that you may actually want to be a bit hermity, especially if you are life path number 9 or maybe 7 or even 1. But here in the runes I don't see that you are meant to do things alone by yourself at all, and I actually see a lot of financial and material abundance for you. Even if you are a life path number 9, life path number 9 deals with karmic things in your family that are also transferred to you, so you can break them or set things right. And maybe your family karma is that they really struggled financially, and you, even if you are a life path number 9, are meant to receive a lot of financial and material abundance on this earth in this lifetime and on your life journey, because your life journey implies lots of fertility. And fertility can be any sort, any type of fertility. It can be financial fertility, material fertility, fertility in babies, if that's what you want. I see that you have the potential of having lots of kids, if that is what you desire from this life journey, life of yours. I see that happening if that's what you want. Any sort of fertility in ideas. You have loads of ideas, and if you internally desire to be married and have a family of yours, I see that that was actually a desire that you feel because you are meant to have that. You know, our desires actually guide us through life, through what we are meant to become, to what we are meant to achieve, to accomplish. So if you are called to have a family, there is a reason behind that calling, because you are meant to have that. You are meant to be with people, because here you can see kind of two X's holding hands. You know, this is the rune of long-lasting fertility and abundance. It's not something that comes and goes as it comes. No, it's something that is here to last. And these two X's right here that kind of hold hands, I intuitively feel this rune as if it is trying to say that you are meant to have a lifelong partner. And this is also the rune of the maximum fertility, and with that partner you are also very likely to have kids, because this is also the rune of breasts. Like, it gives that maternal vibes, you know, feeding your kids at your breast, and it's upright. And this makes me think that you are actually meant to have a very beautiful family. First rune that came for you, and I didn't keep it because I wasn't very sure about it in the first place, was Mana's reversed. And especially with what we have here afterwards, it didn't make sense at first, because I kind of interpreted it like you were meant to be alone in the first place, but not at all. I think that you are in this lifetime a little bit less interested, and especially that rune that I didn't kept actually, but I kept in the back of my mind the possibility of its message to appear in this reading. That rune actually gives me these vibes that you in this lifetime are not meant to focus on the masses, on speaking to masses and masses of people that you will influence in some way. That you are especially meant to focus on your inner circle, on your family. Your family in this lifetime, your life journey, it's all about family. Your family means everything to you in this lifetime. Your herd of horses, I don't know, not pack of horses, not herd, what's the word? Please help me in the comments. Your horse family, it's everything for you. You are meant to be with your horse family and run free together in this abundance that comes to you. Your family, it's something that occupies the first place for you in this lifetime. It's on the first place. In this lifetime, you are meant to receive lots of occasions, opportunities to grow your wealth and your happiness. You, if you already have had I don't know, let's say a tough path until now, that's not something permanent, because you know, the worst in life that we experience that because we actually were meant in this life to experience the opposing thing. If you let's just say you experience, I don't know, illness or loss or betrayal, in this lifetime you were actually meant to experience health and people worthy of you that will not betray you, loyalty, and gain. If you experience loss, you are meant to actually experience gain, and you first experience the reverse of that thing, so when it comes, you know how to appreciate it. It's not something very pleasant, but it's life's way to make a diamond of us, which we come here to learn, and we are little pieces of charcoal at the beginning of our lives, and until the end of our lives we become, through that pressure, through that stress, through that pain, beautiful diamonds. And whatever you experienced already, you experienced it because you are meant to have such beautiful things that you really had to learn how to appreciate it. That's what I see about your life journey and how you move through it. You move through it with grace, with loyalty, with very healing energies. You have these healing energies, this friendship energy, this let's flock together, birds of a feather flock together type of energy. You have this in you, within you, and if you don't already feel it, you are meant to discover that within you. Okay, now let me pick for you with my eyes closed paintbrush from here, with my eyes closed, so we can tell what painting, what life you were meant to paint. Let's put it that way. What life were you meant to paint? Because I'm a painter, so I can say based only one single paintbrush a lot of things about you, just based on one single paintbrush. So I'm gonna get them out of here. I'm gonna shuffle them like this in my hand. One came out, but I wanna pick one more with my eyes closed. I'll put them all right here. And with my eyes closed, I will pick one. Okay, this one. So, based on these two paintbrushes that you have right here, I can say the next things about you in this lifetime, because this is kind of a big brush. If you are painting on a canvas that is like this sparkly little golden square, like right here, this paintbrush, it's huge. Can you see this? And it's really used, as you can see. This is some hot glue that I could never get rid of. It didn't came out, it got stuck there. So I think that in your family, everything that you do huge. In your small circle, everything that you paint huge. You have such a big heart, and if you really feel closed off right now, you are not meant to be this closed off forever, because you are meant to do huge things in your small circle. And if you have to paint something really wide, like 1 meter on 1 meter canvas, then this, it's something very detailed. So everything that you do on your small circle has a very beautiful and bigger meaning on the larger picture. And I also see that you are a bit of a perfectionist. This is a very, very small paintbrush, as you can see. It's a one. Ah, this makes me also think that you are a life path number 1, and here we have on this, it's not very clear, but that's a 10. I think that's a 10. So I really think that you may be a life path number 10. But also this is the 22 rune. 2 plus 2 equals 4, as I said. And birch is rune number 18. 1 plus 8 means 9. As I already felt, you may actually be a life path number 1, 9, or 4. And whatever you do in micro, in your inner circle, has a bigger impact on the outer world, on the bigger picture. But your life, your life journey is very tied to family. Building your own family, resolving karma of your own family that you come from, and everything in this life. Sorry for the interruption, my camera died. So everything in this life revolves around family, and how you move through this journey about family is with grace, with lots of friendship, with lots of caring energy, and you, I feel like, are very detail oriented, or you are meant to become real attentive at the details, and everything you do on your inner circle, it's really, really, really big for them, and you are kind of the local superhero, you know. You are this local superhero in your inner circle in your family. And to the outer world, the fact that you, I don't know, raise really great children, or that you really help your family become better people with your nurturing energy, helps the entire society, even if it's not considered the usual big acts of, I don't know, superhero energy. You are not considered the what's the name? The cliche superhero, big muscles, superpowers. Everything that you do in your inner circle, it's in itself a superpower. You are the day-to-day superhero. Let's just put it this way. Oh, but wait, one last message for you about this paintbrush. I've just realized that this is the biggest paintbrush of them all of those I have chosen from. This is the biggest one. So I also think around this thing I've just realized that you are meant to do really big things, not just only in the community, even though everything I've already said it is done. It's like I've already talked about it. We've already talked about it. But I really think, aside of that, that you are meant to do really big things even outside of your community. Like with this money that you are meant to have in this lifetime, you are meant to paint a really big picture even for others, especially with your nurturing energy. You are meant to be a support through these loads of money that will come to you. You are meant to be a support for others also, and paint a future, paint something big for them too. Like, I don't know, let's say you will help the kids in your community. If in your area you don't have, I don't know, clean water, or women are in pain, or something it's not right in your community, in your area, you will be the bigger person. You will be the one that comes with the financial support and really makes a difference in your community on a larger scale. I don't have a bigger paintbrush to choose from in this box. I hold my paintbrushes, but even though there's no other bigger, and I can say you will, I don't know, move mountains, for example, because I don't have a bigger paintbrush right now with me. I think with this paintbrush, as small as it is, that you will do huge things in your community, at least, if not for the world. But if you want to do very large empire size thing for the world, I think that especially with your energy, and especially because this is the biggest brush in the box, you are meant to be the biggest brush in the box, if that is what you are called to do. And especially with this passion, that is very, very, very likely to happen for you if that is what you want. So yeah, that's the extra message I have just got for you. Yeah, I think I've said it correctly. Okay, so for you, I want to do one more technique before you go. Something new, also new on my channel. Well, everything is new on my channel because my channel is new in itself. But besides rune and this pick a paintbrush technique, I want to try one more thing for you. I have this notebook with Celtic carving on it. It's very, very pretty. And on it, I want to spread these coins and see what comes here in the center. Everything that comes here in the center or very near to it, it's your wealth, it's how much money you will make and eventually how you will make them. Everything that's on the sides, it's how money will come to you, but not on a regular basis, like something that you do, let's say a soul project that will bring you some more money, or some passion of you that will bring you some more money here and there, but not the regular way that you earn your money and your existence. So I thought it would be kind of nice, especially because here we have a sugar coin of money, a carnelian stone, and all these coins right here are Romanian coins. You may already be a bit used with them from another reading of mine if you watched it already. I will link it right here in this corner if you didn't, but right now I want to see what falls here in the center and how you will earn your money related to your journey. So let's see. First of all, before I even thought to try this technique, I want to say to you that I tried to let this fall on this little notebook many times to be sure that they stick on this notebook, or that they basically stick to this notebook. And not one single time the carnelian fell on this circle. It always fell out of it. Okay, so this, it's out. This is to the side. This is to the side. This is very connected to the center. And because this carnelian is so close to the center, it makes me think that you will earn your money based on something that you are really passionate about, because carnelian, it's the stone of passion. Maybe there won't be loads of money, because the big coins are here on the side, and this fell outwards. But the big coins, even if the big coins fell outwards, the passion, it's what counts. You will make money, and this is the smallest amount, medium amount, bigger medium amount, biggest amount. And these are old Romanian coins. This is nowadays we have paper money for this one also, and these ones are basically the biggest of them all. So I think that you will make on a daily basis something that you really are passionate about, and that will bring you money, not very few, not very very much either. You will earn lots of money through projects that you do aside from your daily basis work. But what you do on a daily basis will imply loads of passion. You will do your work with passion and you will earn sweet money because this is a sugar coin, coated sugar coin. So that makes me think that you will earn your money through your passions and they will come to you in a sweet way. Even they are not very much on a daily basis, and there might be periods where you feel like they're a little tight. Everything that you do aside from your daily basis work will bring the real abundance, real money. Maybe this makes me think of some sort of heritage, inherited money. Maybe that's also the case here. You will inherit some money. Also here we have 25 bunny, which is like 25 pennies, kind of, that translate. Anyway, that's how you will earn your money. The fact that carnelian showed up right here in the center talks a lot to me, because I'm telling you, it did not stick to the center until right now. It did not stick to the center. It always fell. But now it sticks to the center. So I'm telling you, you will make your money through something that you do with a lot of passion. And you will make money. It's not like you will starve. It was kind of not so great if this came right after, near this. But it's like this. There will be some kind of periods when I've told you it's possibly that you will be a little bit tight with money, but this is because you do something that you are so passionate about and you earn those money so sweet that you won't even feel that you are not, I don't know, you don't receive loads of money from that, because you will do something that you are very passionate about and you earn them so sweet that you don't even care that you don't get from that thing that you are doing loads of money, like, I don't know, 6-figure sum of money or 5-figure amount of money from that thing. And especially with this passion and all this data here, this big money will come to you very sweet, maybe after a period where you do something, some money, and then after that comes a period where you are a bit tight with money, but then eventually the really big coins come to you. And because the really the biggest coin right here was covered by this one, that's even if it is big, it's actually smaller, makes me think that you will receive a very large amount of money first, that because you were coming from luck seems like, wow, all of this money are coming to me, and then you get used to that, and when the really big money come to you, you see them as a normality, because this coin right here, it's slightly bigger than this coin right here, that it's like 10 times smaller as value, but as a size they are kind of similar. So after you get out of this kind of tight money period of time and you receive this big wealth, when the biggest wealth comes into picture, it also seems as normal to you, because you are meant to be this bigger person, this super wealthy, the biggest paintbrush in the box. I feel that this money, these loads of money you will make from something that comes rather sweet, something sweet that you will do for those money, but it won't be a very big passion to you. It's still something sweet, but you know, it's more far from this thing that you are really passionate about. So yeah, that's the deal about your money. This is all the techniques for today. I've already filmed for like an eternity, but I really enjoyed this reading for you and about you, and you are such an incredible person, and I want you to cheer up, because even if it seems like you look around and everybody has a nicer life, a more shiny, beautiful life than you, that's just an illusion. You are meant to do such beautiful things with your inner circle that really needs you. They really need you. No kidding, no joking, they really need you. Everything that you do on a smaller scale in your inner circle, it's really big to them. It's huge to them. They really need you, and you are amazing. You own this patch, I think it's the word for this, insignia, emblema, I'm not sure, but you earned this. You know what I'm saying here, what I'm talking about here, and you earned it. Cause girl, you earned it, you deserve it. Nah. Stop me from singing, please. Somebody stop me. Okay, you earned it, everything. Your coins and your abundance and everything, and you are meant to move with grace and with love and such a nurturing energy through this life, and bring peace and happiness to everybody around you, especially your loved ones, which is such a huge thing. They really need you, especially now in the pandemic. And I am so excited for you. Even if this little horse right here seems so innocent and as if he doesn't have much to say, it's actually this big. All this reading was super wow. This is one of the most auspicious runes in the pouch, in the alphabet. So I don't know what to say more for you. You have just picked the jackpot. I don't know what to say more. So yes, I am so glad I read for you today. If you really liked this video and enjoyed it and it resonated and lifted you up, even if just a little bit, I am hugely happy with that, and I really invite you to like this video if you did, and subscribe to my channel for more readings just like this. And also, I promise you, my English will get better with time. It's something that I don't really do on a daily basis, to speak English. And I know I sometimes make a lot of pronunciation errors or grammatical errors, but I promise you my English will get better and less annoying with time. It's a promise. But if you liked the messages and the reading and the energy that I am giving you, even if it's not the best spot on English on earth, please subscribe to the channel, and until next time, lots of kisses. I can't wait to see you next time. Till then, bye bye. Hello, my fiercely brave kings and queens of pile 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's start by telling you a few things that I'm getting from this little cute toothless, the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon right here. I didn't want to mention this at the beginning because I didn't want to have an influence on anyone's choice of a pile, but Toothless, it's actually my favorite of them all. I'm so totally in love and obsessed with this cute cat dog dragon. I don't know, it's my favorite character in all the entire world. So what vibes I'm getting from Toothless right here, this amazing, beautiful, loyal dragon, is that it's amazing and beautiful and loyal. But even more, I was just joking about that, but not quite, but I was still kind of joking. The vibes that Toothless gives me is that you in this life, you are meant to fly. You are the fastest, most fierce, most intimidating like alpha dragon in the whole dragon world. You are meant to rule this world. Toothless, if you know the animated movies, you may also know that he in the second movie got to be the alpha dragon. He became the king of all dragons. So I really feel about you that you are meant to be the king of all dragons, the king of your own world. Whatever field you are in, or you are meant to be, you are called towards a certain field of work in this lifetime, you are meant to rule that field. No matter what field it is, you are meant to rule it. I'm feeling you have vibes of an number 8 life path, or number 4, maybe number 11 or 12, and also maybe number 1 life path number, because automatically when you look at these life path numbers, they impose respect. You are meant to impose respect in this lifetime. You are meant to be respected. You are meant to be very powerful and respected by others in your community and outside of your community, because when you, especially in the How to Train Your Dragon world context, when you see a dragon, you either bow to that dragon and respect it, or you fear it. It's that kind of energy. I really feel strong 8 path number, 8 path number, or 4 path number. The wealthiest people on this earth, like Bill Gates or Goldenberg, I don't know, name whatever, in the Forbes 100, the richest people on this earth in Forbes, are mainly life path number 8, 4, or 1. And I think that you right here are meant to do that, to be a leader, to be even in Forbes, if that's what you are drawn to, because you are meant to be a king. But we all know the story of Toothless. I can talk about it all day, every day. It's, as I said, my favorite character. He managed all the great stuff, and his performance against the odds that he missed this backward flipper right here, you know, because Hiccup attempted to slay him in the first movie and then failed, and he got without a piece of its tail. I think that whatever happens to you in the past, you are meant to get over that, and even if all the odds are against you, you are meant to get over them and achieve your success. And I think that how you walk through this journey, this life journey, well, you fly. And you fly with the help, at least at the beginning, or a very big part of the journey, you are meant to fly alongside a very good friend of you. You are very loyal, and you are meant to have very loyal company alongside you. Even if, let's say, your family wasn't there for you, because Toothless was kind of an orphan, and Hiccup was also half orphan. So even if, let's say, your family wasn't there for you, you are meant to have really good friends in this lifetime. If you didn't have until this point very good company alongside you, you are meant to have that company from now on. That's one thing. And the second thing is that Toothless as a dragon it's a species of dragon that mates for life. So I really pick up for you that you are meant to have a lifelong partner. One that you, let's say that this handicap right here about the tail, it's maybe in relationships for you. Maybe you've got out of a divorce once, or all your relationships were broken and you break up from each and every one of them, and all of them were a mess, and that's your missing part of the tale, let's say. If that's the case, I'm telling you that you are meant to be with a lifelong partner on your journey. Your journey implies a lifelong partner, very good friends, and a family, because Toothless eventually got not only to be a king, not only to find a lifelong partner for himself, even though he initially thought that he was the last dragon of his species, but he, with his partner, made a very beautiful family and had lots of dragon cubs. So I really feel for you that you are meant to have all these things in this lifetime, and you are meant to be a leader. And sometimes you may feel like it's very lonely at the top of the mountain, but it's not something that will last, because you are meant for relationships, especially. Let me see if I miss anything else from the figurine. No, I don't think so. One more thing I want to say to you: if you stick to the end, we have other prediction methods, like I'm a pick one paintbrush with my eyes closed from this box right here, and I'm a look into your wealth with this notebook and the grid carved on it, and these coins and stones right here. So stick to the end and we will make it to those very cute parts too that I am testing for my channel and try to implement in my videos. If you like them, please let me know in the comments and you will see them more often in my videos, which is already a very big chance because I am in love with how it turned up for pile 1. But let me know anyway in the comments. Now, let's get further to the rune reading and see what runes have to say even more about your life journey and how you are meant to walk it. Dignity is one word that comes into my mind. You are meant to walk it with dignity. Again, I am seeing that you are meant for love. You are meant to have a lifelong relationship in which it's an equal give and take. And now you might be on defense. Maybe I've said it right from the first time and the missing piece of the tale for you is the relationship, the romantic sector of life. But even if now you might be on defense a bit, or you might feel a little bit bitter about life and things that life did you wrong, I don't think it's something that is meant to last. You are meant to live and walk your life journey with dignity and with a lifelong partner alongside you. Relationships are a very, very big part of your life journey. Let me just see for a moment what's up with this thing right here. One moment, please. In the book, the poem about each rune says like this about thorn right here. Thorn is very sharp to everyone, but to take hold of, severe to those who rest among them. So that's why I said that I feel that life made you at this point a little bit bitter, especially about love and connections and trusting people. But then, further, at the explanation of the rune right here, it says like this: this rune can denote great strength and good luck if the surrounding runes are helpful, which they are. There is a strong element of luck associated with this rune, although it may appear in different guises, which makes me think about something that I've said before to pile 1. And that thing is that in this lifetime, we usually experience the reverse of what we are meant to experience in this life before we experience that thing. Which means that, for example, if you are meant to experience really, really big fortune and abundance and wealth, You may sometimes, oftentimes, may experience poverty or lack of money and scarcity of money before, so that when wealth finally arrives into your life, you really know how to appreciate it. So it's not a rare case in which this happens. So I think that this is luck in disguise for you. Right before the right connections and relationships start to be seen in your life, you had to really get through some thorns, like in the Sleeping Beauty, for example. You were the prince that was trying to get to his princess, or in reverse, you were the princess that tried to get to her prince through this really big wall of thorns built to really prepare you, to set you up for the right relationships. And those bad relationships and bitterness and suffering was actually luck in disguise. And if not even a single relationship turned out well for you, even if you said in the beginning, oh no, again, it was luck in disguise, because if you were to settle down with those persons, you would miss the right person for you. So the fact that none of your relationships worked before, or if you are really young, didn't even end up in a relationships with those that you were really interested in, and let's say that those that were interested in you, you weren't interested in them, and you weren't matching with anyone at all, that was actually luck in disguise, because you are meant to experience real, deep, profound, true, authentic connections in your friendships and love life. And all the bitterness was actually luck in disguise. The only caution here is that it says here, thorn may denote a warning and often shows in readings when the current, which is you, has become overconfident of his or her own capabilities and is riding for a fall. So the only thing, especially for you, with all this power flowing into your veins, I really think that the only real danger on your side along your journey is to become overconfident in yourself and get a little bit cocky and think I am the boss and no one is better than me, and none of these I don't know, girls or boys, they don't even deserve me, I'm the best, no one is like me. I think that that's the biggest trap that you can fall in, especially meanwhile you are bitter. Don't be a playboy or a playgirl just because somebody did you wrong. I think that especially for you, this is the biggest trap on your journey, on your life journey. And if you already are at that point, no judgment here, but I am telling you, you cannot obtain what you really want if you stay in that bitter state and you play the playboy or the playgirl, the role of the playboy or the playgirl, because that's not really you. That's not how you are, that's not who you are, that's not what you want. And I'm here to remind you that that's not a great attitude to have and to be in. I know it's very, very, very tempting when you have been broken over and over and over and over again, to be vulnerable again, and you let your shield, because this is the rune of the shield, to let your shield down and be vulnerable to love. But if you really keep your shield up and you play the role of the playboy or the playgirl, the right relationship cannot enter into your life. So you will have to let your guard down eventually if you really want to step into what you were meant to be in this lifetime and what relationships you were meant to have in this lifetime. Be vulnerable, be authentic, don't play the role of somebody that you are not. And if you are too guarded and you build another wall of thorns around you, put those down. so that the right people can step in your beautiful garden. Further in the book says about thorn that this rune, the thorn, is the obstacle that, once overcome, allows inner growth. And that, my friend, is exactly what I have been talking about here. This rune may also represent a test, because it may only be by grasping the nettle that progress can be achieved. So I think that in your journey, especially the romantic relationships or any kind of relationships in general, were the biggest test, the biggest thing for you. Not money and wealth, but we'll tap into that in a minute. Not money and wealth, but relationships. Because money and wealth, especially with this dragon and the power that it holds, I think that comes like this for you if you really want to manifest it. I think that you are the pile that if somebody were to ask you what's easier for you, manifest, I don't know, $1,000 right now on the spot, on the moment, or manifest a relationship with somebody of quality right now on the spot, on the moment, I think that you would rather pick the $1,000 rather than the relationships, because for you the relationship part, it's way heavier, bigger, and much complicated than manifesting physical things like money or abundance. You know how to make money, you don't know how to get to the right people and right relationships. And that it's so related, I think that this may also be my pile, not only because I truly deeply love Toothless, but because I so deeply connect and relate with this. Because for me, it's also true. The true people, the authentic people that feel the same equally, you know, these bars are equally intersected at the middle of each of them. If somebody were to ask me what's easier, I'd say money, because this equilibrium, this equality, equal give and take, it's very, very hard to achieve to some people like us right here, friend. So let me get my paint brushes. I will get them out of the box like this. I will shuffle them a bit in my hands. Wait, no, we're gonna do this different. I'm gonna pull this right here, and this, I will get them out as well right here. I will get all of this right here. Wait, like this, so you can see them better. And with my eyes closed, you will have to believe me about this because you cannot see my eyes, but I will close them. I will shuffle them again. Okay, this is how they are, and I will pick one with my eyes closed, or maybe two. So 1, 2. Why isn't this at all surprising me? So I'm gonna get all the rest aside. This one here wanted to also come out, so I will keep it as well. Okay, so these are your 3 paint brushes. This also came for the last pile, so especially because there are so similar messages, and this also came out for the last pile, I think that you may also have been drawn to that, or that you may actually want to hear that too right now after we finish here, because there's somehow similar messages. There are somehow similar messages. Excuse my English, it's not my native language, but I promise it will get better with time. I don't speak it on a daily basis, and this is why it's a bit rusty right now, but with time I promise it will get better. But stick with me for the vibe, at least, if not for my pronunciation and grammar, because it will get better, I promise you. So back to these 3 paintbrushes right here. What I'm seeing is that you are very complex. You don't have only one dimension. You have multiple tools available, and you are meant to paint a very big picture. I am speaking about paintbrushes because I am a painter. I graduate painting at the university and I paint for over 15 years, and I can tell a lot about a person, for example, only based on a few paintbrushes, because every paintbrush that you use, you in painting use it with a very certain and specific purpose. Each has a different stroke, and depending on what you want to paint, you will use a different paintbrush. So I can guess what you want to paint only based on what paintbrush you are using. And I can guess even further what you will paint in the future by the paintbrushes that you have available. And right here you have 3 sizes available and 3 different grades of firmity. This one right here, it's very, very firm. It's very, very, what's the word? Stingy. I don't know. It's very hard. It's a very hard brush. This one is very soft, and also very small. And this one, it's medium. It's medium and it's big. It's very big. It's the biggest from them all, in case it wasn't very clear on the camera. So from all this, I can think that you are meant to be, as I said, the really big person in the room and paint for yourself and others in a very, very, very large number of others, of people, a very beautiful view of the future, a very beautiful vision for their future. You are the one that will support financially lots and lots of people, and you will know when to be firm in your decisions and really consistent, because this brush right here, it's very good to oils, which oils are a very dense paint, are a very heavy and dense paint. They can be very soft and smooth with smooth transitions, which makes me think that you know how to talk very well, but also they are very consistent, and this can apply a lot of color, a lot of matter, colored matter, a lot of oil at once. Like in impasto, it's a technique that's called impasto, in which you apply with top the matter, the oils with top on the canvas. So I think that you know how to be soft and how to be firm. And I think that you also are very meticulous. You have the bigger vision, the biggest vision, but you also know how to be very meticulous. And you have basically all the tools that you need to be successful. You are meticulous, you have a vision, the bigger vision. You have the money to paint the bigger vision. And you know when to be firm and affirm yourself very steadily. And you have word, you have a spine. You don't bow wherever the wind blows. You know, you have a spine and you keep your word. You are a man or a woman of word, and very soft spoken, very meticulous. So you have all the tools that you need in order to succeed in life and to be the big boss that you are meant to be with this dragon right here. I am curious, and I will pick especially for you one more rune for your career journey. Okay, I'm back. So the rune that came for you is actually the rune of journey. Why doesn't it surprise me at all that you here have the rune of journey? So even if in your career with your finances, it will be a bit of a journey. Maybe your career and finances are a bit intertwined, which means that because you have a tough time making connections in the beginning of your life or in your past until now, at any stage of your life you are, because you have a bit of a difficulty with that, that somehow affects a bit your finances and material abundance, and that may be a bit of a journey. But no worry, we will look with the grid and the coins at your money and wealth right now, and we'll get more details about this journey. Okay, so now is the time. I will place the grid right here, the paint brushes right here like this. We have here these coins, as I've told you. This is a sugar coin, a chocolate or sugar caramel coin, I'm not sure. It's edible basically. And here we have one carnelian stone for the things that you will do with passion, so we can find out if you will earn your money through something that you do with passion, or if they will come sweet for you. And the coins, the Romanian coins, are basically to measure how much, like how much money will come to you. We have different value of coins here, and we have coins, even old coins, even for the money that now we have as paper, because our coin history changed throughout the years. And for this right here, that would kind of translate as $10 and $5. We have paper money for this, but I chose some coins so we can measure it, even if the value differs from then to now. I don't know how to explain it better than this. So let's see, no more talking, and let's just see.
For you, how many profiles will be?
Okay. It fell like this, and the small one, it's out. No scarcity in money for you. The smallest coin, it's out. You won't have any problems with money at all. So the big coins are right here, which makes me think that you will earn your money through something sweet, something that you like doing. It's not your biggest passion on the earth, although it's not like right here or ready to fall out. It's like right here, you know, it's out of this circle, but it's still right here. You have all the big money in the circle. This is like the next smallest one after this, and it's half in, half out. So I think that especially at the beginning, from left to right, if we read from left to right, I think that especially at the beginning of your life, there will be a period of time where money are coming in a bit scarce for you, not very much, but a bit scarce for you. The really big amount, the biggest amount of money, because this is the most valuable of them all. The second one and the third one are here. So I think that the biggest money you will do based on something that's polarly opposed to your passion, that will make you a very, 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 very large sum of money. But then the rest of the money you will do based on something that is sweet to you. Maybe it's not the biggest passion of yours. Let's just say that your biggest passion of yours is to make money by sleeping, or by dreaming, or by, I don't know, reading, eating. I don't know, I'm just bluffing here, I'm just messing with you. Let's just say that whatever that thing that you are most passionate about is, you will make very big money next to it, but they're even closer to something that you are happy that you do. You are content with what you do. It's not your biggest passion, and the biggest money you will make from something that is polarly opposed from your biggest passion ever. It's still somewhat pleasant to you, but it's something that you wouldn't even thought. Let's say that now sleeping is your biggest passion, and your great fortune and wealth, your true fortune and wealth will come through something that you like doing, because these are, next to each other, and this is very good. But it's polarly opposed to what you thought you'd make money from, because at this particular moment, that is your biggest passion. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. You will make lots of money on a daily basis through something that you most likely like to do, and the passion will kind of leak into that a bit, even though it's not in itself your passion, your biggest passion. But that passion, it's kind of a sister or a brother to what you do on a daily basis, because this is what you do on a daily basis. And something related to what you do on a daily basis, but it's opposed to your biggest passion that's right now your biggest passion, will make you a fortune. And that fortune, it's like, let's say, YouTube monetization. It's something that comes whenever a threshold it's met, because YouTube has a monetization threshold of $1,000. They don't pay you each month, they pay you whenever you make $1,000, be it each month or every other month or third month, fourth month. Whenever you meet that threshold, that's how you kind of will make these big sums of money. To me, it sounds like similar to a threshold. They will come through something that you like doing. It's not your biggest passion on earth, but you still like very much doing it. It's still something very sweet. And they will come, I see them kind of regular, like a threshold. They give me the vibe. There's nothing here to make me think about it, but that's the vibe I get. Else than the vibe, I don't get any sign, but that's the pure intuitive vibe I get, that they are like a threshold. They come cyclically, especially because they are right here on the corner, right here on this corner that points straight on the circle. They come cyclically, like a threshold in very, very, very much amount. And actually, there is one single thing that makes me think about this, because if we look clockwise, or no, that's counterclockwise. This thing, it's counterclockwise, not clockwise. It's counterclockwise, but it gave me the feeling that right after this big money come, all this money that you make seems a little bit like this, like they are like this little coin right here, second smallest one after this is like 1 penny, and this is kind of equivalent to 5 penny, let's say. And right before the big money come, everything that you have, even though there are all this big money right here, all this other big money right here that you win on a daily basis, and you have lots and loads of money, they seem like this little coin right here compared to the size of this, I don't know, threshold that you meet each, I don't know how much time is passing between each threshold. And that's how big your money are when they come. Also, I feel I have the vibe that this is related to your journey. You are content with all the money that you make on a daily basis through something that you like, even if it's not your biggest passion on earth. Like, let's say, painting for me. I like painting, but it's not my biggest, most fatal passion on earth. For me, my biggest passion on earth, it's, let's say, writing. But I don't do write on a daily basis. I paint, and I have a channel in my native language, in Romanian, in which I teach kids about art school and about painting. And painting, it's the thing that I do with pleasure. I talk about with pleasure. And I like teaching kids, but it's not my biggest passion. And I feel like for you, this is also the journey. You earn your money through something that's equivalent with painting for me, let's say, and it's not writing, for example. But then all of those money, and they are not little, they are a lot of money actually, but they seem like this whenever you meet this threshold of the something that you do that's opposed to, let's say, writing, because that's the example I'm gonna stick to, so you have a more clear vision in your mind, and also I have a more clear vision in your mind, so I can explain it to you better what I want to say. So let's say this is for you like YouTube, it's for me, and let's say you meet this threshold at a certain amount of months. And even though you earn, I don't know, let's say 4 times the medium wage of economy, let's say you earn that, each and every time this threshold it's near, even if you earn a lot of money on a daily basis, they seem little compared to what you are about to receive now and then based on something that you do with pleasure, but it's opposed to your biggest passion. I don't know how to explain this better than this, and I hope it really made sense. I know I mumbled around for an eternity trying to explain this. I hope I really made my point across. I really hope, finger crossed for that. The good news is that, as I've said, no little, no small money for you. That out of the picture. Out of the picture. Okay, so this was the message for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. I hope it really, 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 really resonated, and you find yourself in this message, and you will find that force, that driving force of yours in yourself that we talk about here, even if right now you may not see it fully or at all. And I hope it will really come true for you, and you will be this person of power that we've just described here. If you enjoyed this video and this reading, please give it a big thumbs up. I also promise that my English will get better with time as I exercise it on this channel. And if you liked this reading for the vibes and the energy and the sparkly glitters, please subscribe to this channel. I promise you it will get better and better and better, and also my intuitive skills will get better and better and better with time as I exercise them more. It was a pleasure and an honor for me to read for such an important person right here. And until next time, lots of hugs and kisses. Bye bye. Hello, beautiful pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So let's start it with what this donkey figurine from Shrek right here says to me about you and your journey and how you move through your life journey. First of all, I think that if you were drawn to this, you may have a very sharp sense of humor, and sometimes you may feel like you are a second character, or that you had to develop this sense of humor because you were not accepted in your circle of friends or family if you didn't develop this sense of humor. And this sense of humor was kind of like an adaptation method for you in order to survive in a way in your home or in your circle of friends or your social circumstance. So it gives me the vibe that in whatever social context you find yourself in, you are the comic relief. You always come up with the jokes. Or if that's not the case and all your life was all milk and roses until now, and you are quite the opposite, you are very serious, by the end of your life you are meant to chill a bit and find that inner child of yours, that inner humor. There are two scenarios here available, so to say, no, possible. Two scenarios possible here. Anyway, this, in either case, makes me think that you feel about yourself like you are somehow a secondary character playing in somebody else's story. But that is not the case. What would Shrek be without its donkey? What would he be? He wouldn't be that much, because they survived all those adventures together. They needed each other. It's not like Donkey, it's a second character. He was the friend that Shrek needed, and Shrek was the friend that Donkey needed. So eventually, I think that if you are a boy, you are meant for that bromance. Or if that you are a girl, you are meant for that equivalent for a girl of the bromance, of the, I don't know, girlmance. What's the equivalent for bromance? I don't know. But you are meant for great lasting friendship relationships. And I think that even though you may feel diminished in life, like you are a second character, like sometimes people step over you and think that just because you make everything a joke of, because otherwise life would be too hard for you, you are actually very strong, and you are actually meant for something beautiful in this lifetime, especially around your family life, because we all know that Donkey as he is, and he is amazing, he is one of my favorite characters in all times for its humor and his simple way of being. In your family, you are the donkey who married the dragon that is with the big dragon, and you may actually be the one that feels that you are with somebody that is way out of your league, but is not the case at all, because the dragon really sees the might in the donkey. The dragon really loves Donkey. She sees him as her equal. He is very funny, and she, after a very long period of loneliness, needed that funniness in her life. Maybe you don't see yourself as handsome, as Donkey saw himself really ugly, and in the second Shrek movie he wanted to stay a white horse and to not come back to his original state of being a donkey. And you may diminish yourself. If life didn't diminish you, you diminish yourself in your own eyes, or both. Life diminished you time and time again through people, and then you kind of started to diminish yourself in your own eyes and try to play it off with a joke so life can be easier to face. But I think that your journey, it's about finding peace, finding content within yourself, finding that inner balance, finding your own might and your own strength. And that's something in you that the dragon sees and finds Donkey worthy of herself, worthy of being the father of her own dragon cubs. So let's see what else have the runes to add. Yes, the message, it's not very far from what I've already said, because here it's Lagu. Lagu, it's when in reverse like this, because this is the original state of being for Lagu. When it's like this, the rune of water, it kind of symbolizes all the tears that that you cry, the fact that your life was kind of sad, that you cried a lot, that you were very sad, that you were drowning, like in tarot. Lagu, it's for me kind of the equivalent of the cups, all the cups. For me, Lagu symbolizes the cups, but when it's in reverse, it's all the bad cups. It's like loss, it's like sadness, it's everything emotional related that is sad, that's Lagu in reverse. All the sad cups, that's Lagu in reverse. And for me, as I see it right here, I feel that this was your story until now, until present days, I mean, or not the very far away past. But you are meant to reverse this, because this rune even looks a bit like Lagu, like this, you know. They are kind of sisters, but then you are meant to reverse this into this. You are meant to find the balance. You are meant to find the inner balance. It's like you are showing one side to the world, but you on the inside, the happy face, you know, you are the comic relief, but on the inside you feel like this. But you are both. You are both the comic relief and the inner sad part of yourself. And when you find the balance between those two, guess what happens? You become the king of cups. You own your cups, all of them, the good and the bad, the loss and the happiness, the sorrow, the grief, and the tears of joy. You own them all. This is your life journey. Learning how to find balance in yourself and how to see potential in yourself, because this Ir is the rune of the yew tree. The yew tree that meant a lot, like everything. It meant everything to the Nordic people, because they made bows and arrows out of it, so they could defend themselves from the enemies, or they could hunt for food. It's like the intrication of all the tools that you need in order to succeed in life. All of them are within you, and all of them are related to your emotions. Once you find a way to balance your emotions in this lifetime, because I feel like that's the biggest issue for you. Once you find a way to balance your emotions, you will have all the tools that you will need in order to accomplish your life mission. I mean, but missions, if you have more than one mission, that's also a possibility. That's totally okay, and for you it wouldn't surprise me. You give me the vibe that you may be a life path number 2, or maybe a life path number 7, maybe 9, maybe 11, also maybe 12. Yeah. And I also think that at the end of that tunnel, after you gain that wisdom, that hold of your emotions, you are meant to talk it further with people in something that you will do online, because I associate this, even if this it's not written in any book about runes. I have 2 books about runes, and in none of them says a single word about this. This is purely my intuition, that this is the bridge rune. Before, yew was planted in the tree, the yew tree was planted in the graveyards to defend the dead ones from the animals that tried to reach them, because it's a poisonous tree and it can do harm, the bad emotions. It can do harm just as well as it can provide food and weapons, so you can get your food and your abundance and safetyness, the joy, you know. Harm and joy. Harm and joy. They are both within you. The sad face that you show only to yourself in the mirror and the happy face that you show to everyone. They're both within you, and I feel that after you master both of these, you will share your knowledge with people online, because as it reached the two worlds, the world of the dead and the world of the living, and as I've said, this is 1313 on my camera timer, and this is also the rune 13, which I find amazing synchronicity. You bridged, as I said, the two worlds, just as internet bridges us right now. We are bridged, you and me, through this video that I filmed who knows how long ago, because this is a timeless reading, you know. So you will use this bridge, the internet, so you can talk to people about what you have learned about yourself and help them find that within themselves. And with your humor right here, you are like the man of the stage or the woman of the stage. You have charisma. You are Eddie Murphy, you know, you are that charismatic person. And once you really find the power within yourself, I think that, or you may be life path number 5, because they are the talkative ones. I think that you are meant to be on the stage and preach to the people how to find that the same strength within themselves. Whoa, this is so powerful. I am so blessed to reach someone like you through these videos, through YouTube. And who knows, you may be watch me from the other side of the world, you know. And now we are bridged through this video, and I am honored to read for you, because you are such an amazing person. Let me just tell you, because I think that you need to hear this one more time. You are amazing. Remember this. You are amazing. You are like this Honey Murphy. I was almost about to say Honey Murphy, Eddie Murphy. You are the honey in every tea that it's brewed around. You are the honey in the tea, baby. You are the honey in the tea. And once you realize this and you transform your sorrow into success and into really emotional intelligence and stability, because this is what it means to be emotionally intelligent, to really know how to manage your emotion. That's emotional intelligence. And you, at the end of this journey of yours, will be a master of that. You will be the King of Cups. You are meant to be the King of Cups. And with this charismatic face right here of an, I don't know, let's say King of Wands energy, or King of Swords, or all of them three combined, you will be unstoppable. Unstoppable, I'm telling you. Let me pick one more rune for you, because I'm dead curious if the rune that I'm thinking of will pop out for you. I swear I didn't look after it and I didn't pick it up. It came, okay? It came. I felt it and it came, okay? I didn't pick it up. It came, okay? Because I felt it. I knew this was going to pop out. I knew it. Because this is the mouth rune. It's like this, you know? It's like this. It's the mouth that talks right here. This. The mouth that talks. But like right. Right here. That's the mouth. You have the gift of the gab. So to say, I think that's the expression. You have the gift of the gab, and you will talk to people about your sorrow, because sorrow. And I think that you really had to climb mountains and go through the darkest, deepest valley in order to come to the other side. But when you will get to the other side, you will really have what to tell to people. You will really have what to tell to people. And I saw 111 on my camera. Yeah, so let's get to the next technique I'm going to use, which is based on paintbrushes. I'm an artist and more specifically a painter. I finished painting at the university this year, and I paint for over 15 years. So I kind of really tell a lot about a person only looking at a paintbrush, because based on what you want to paint, you will need certain paintbrushes. And in reverse, based on what paintbrush you use, I can tell you what you are about to paint, or if that what you want to paint will be successful, will turn out the way you want it or not, because paintbrushes are that important. You cannot paint with a paintbrush like this a canvas of 1 meter on 1 meter, 1 meter square. You cannot paint it because it will take forever, like forever. You cannot paint that with this. And also you cannot paint watercolor painting with a brush like this, which is made for oil paint. You simply cannot. So I can tell a lot about you based on paintbrushes. So we will do like this. I'm putting them like this so you can see them too. I will put like this them, and then I will kind of do this with my eyes closed and try to feel them so they don't get lost or get out of the camera view. But I will try to shuffle them and then get them like this. I have my eyes closed right now. You will have to take my word for it because you can see my face, but I have my eyes closed. And now I will pick one or two. Okay, this one. Interesting. I thought for a second that was the same that I picked for the last two piles, but no. Then this one. And I feel like one more for you. Let's see this one. Okay. The other ones. Go. Okay, so due to the fact that you have 3 paintbrushes and they all 3 have kind of the same size, the same shape, but one is more hard than the other 2, makes me think that you have a clear-cut message, as we've talked here. This gives me even more the vibe that you have a clear-cut message that you will have to paint across to people. And you can paint it more soft, but you won't enter too much in the details, and you won't either go too much into the larger picture. But whatever you say to people, you will be able to say it either a little bit more soft or a little bit more bolded, more, I don't want to say harsh, but what's another word for harsh? Because harsh is a very strong word. It's not the word I'm looking for. To really bold, to put your words in bold. I don't know how to express myself better. You will know how to put a very much accent on your word, to put them, to emphasize your words. You will be very, very, very good at speaking, as I've already told you. You may not have the bigger, larger picture of things, or you may not be interested in that. You may not be interested in building an empire, so to say. You will only want to communicate with people your story. You may also, life path number 12, or maybe 3. This, I don't know what number it was. I don't know what number was this either. I think it was 8. But I don't feel so much the energy of 8. So that's why, maybe that's why it peeled and I picked a paintbrush that has the 8 number peeled. Because I don't feel that much the energy of a life path number 8. but you are not very much interested in the details of in the false beliefs that people are repeating in their mind, and you are not interested in those either, in hearing them from yourself after you get over this sadness and you become the master of your emotions. You won't want to hear even from yourself those false beliefs and those excuses that we make in our minds. You won't accept those things. You won't accept them to hear them. You will straightforward want to talk to the people and get your point across very, very straightforward and clear, with emphasis on what's important. And I think that this is the bigger picture of your journey. This is how your journey will look like in big lines. I must confess to you, I thought that I was going to pick this one. I picked with my eyes closed and I didn't knew what I was picking. But before I started the picking process, I really looked at this and I thought this was going to come out. I don't know, I will have to look on the video to know if I was close to picking it or not at all. But I really felt the energy of this brush coming, because this very much sounds to me like air. You may be actually a Gemini or an Aquarius, but especially a Gemini. Or you are very prone to have a big impact from that zodiac sign in your big three, which means Sun, Moon, Rising. Or maybe North Node in Gemini. Because this to me sounds a lot like Gemini, your energy altogether. And this also screams to me Gemini. It's the most airy of all paintbrushes. It's the most airy of them all. It creates some cute, funny effects, and it's really the worst paintbrush to paint with if you are really serious in painting. And I laugh at Bob Ross each and every time he uses a paintbrush like this. But in a reading like this screams to me air. It screams to me air. But the fact that this didn't show up makes me think that you will have consistency in your speech. These three brushes right here screams to me King of Air, King of Swords, while this to me screams much more Page of Swords, let's say. You won't be just a page. You won't be not even a Knight of Swords. No, you will be straightforward King of Swords right here. King of Swords. And you will have what to say. And I saw 1, 2, 2, 2 on my camera timer. But I will put this here because the energy was so strong to me that I think it really belongs here. Okay, so now let's get to the last technique for today, in which I am going to use this notebook with Celtic carving on it. And these Romanian coins, but not only coins, we have here one carnelian and also a sugar coin, a chocolate coin, to determine whether your wealth and money will come through something that you are passionate about, and or through something that you simply like doing, even if it's not your fatal passion, how to put it, your biggest passion on earth, but it's still something that you really enjoy doing. So let's just shuffle them and see how money will come for you. We know that they will come through something that you speak, but more detail about this, let's just see. Okay, first things first, I want to say no small money for you. No small money for you. This say buy. These are the smaller coins in value from all of them. This says buy. This fell out of the little notebook. So this to say bye. They don't have their place in your life. You will earn your money through something that you are really passionate about. I'm so glad for you. I'm almost jealous of you. The other two piles didn't have this. The other pile didn't had this. The last pile didn't had this like you have. You and pile 1 are the luckiest from this point of view. And also, big money will come to you. Big money will come to you. This is the biggest coin. And the fact that it's half in and half out, with also this sweet thing, this always makes me think that you earn your money in a sweet way for you. And I think that you will earn big sums of money through something that you are passionate about, not that passionate about. Through something that you are really passionate about, you will earn lots of money, but not as much money as you will earn through something that you are kind of passionate about, but it's something that you more likely enjoy. You really enjoy a lot. You enjoyed it a lot, but it's not your biggest passion as much. It is a bit, because these are still in the circle. On this part of them, they are kind of half in the circle, or this one a bit less than half. So you will do something with passion, but even more than that, it's kind of like 13% passion and 17% something that you really enjoy doing, to earn really big sums of money, and occasionally you will earn some money aside through something that you are really passionate about, like side project that you are really passionate about. Everything in this pile, it's directly related to your passion and what you are really passionate about in this lifetime. And this is absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy and glad for you, because after everything that you have been through and all this inner turmoil, you absolutely deserve this. And people need you, and because people need you, they are able and wanting to pay you no matter how much you ask them, so that you can get them to the other part of the bridge. You are the bridge between where they are and they are in trouble, they are in pain just like you were, and the other side of that problem. You are the bridge between their problem and the solving of the problem. And people are willing and wanting to pay no matter how much for you to bridge the gap for them. Maybe you will be a coach, a guru, a therapist, maybe a psychologist, something of that sort. You have the gift of gab, and you are meant to speak to the masses. This is what I see for you. This is your life journey. This is how you move through it. I really hope it lifted you up. I really hope it will come true for you. I really hope it resonated. If it does, please give a big like to this reading so we can grow this channel and more people can receive their messages from the runes. Please subscribe to the channel for more readings just like this. I know that English is not my native language and it's a bit rusty at this moment, and sometimes it can be a little bit annoying, but I promise you that my English will get better with time and with exercise. Maybe you will coach me too one day, and we will see at one of your seminars. Who knows? So I can talk better just like you. Now I help you, and maybe you will help me later. Who knows? I am so glad I could read for you today. I wish you a wonderful day or night whenever you watch this video, and a wonderful week ahead and day ahead and year ahead and everything good and blessed to you. Hope to see you soon. Again, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like this video. Until next time, lots of hugs and kisses because you deserve them and I really feel like you need them. Until next time, lots of kisses and hugs. See you then. Bye bye. Hello, my cutie pies, my pile fours. Welcome to your reading. I'm so glad to read for you. So, first things first, I want to read to you what energies gives me this pink pretty pony right here. First of all, if you picked this intuitively, I really feel about you that you are meant to be a very bright and uplifting and upbeat presence, just like Pinkie Pie. If you feel jaded, if you feel faded, if you feel bitter, if you feel anyhow else than upbeat and very jolly and happy and like a ray of sunshine to everybody around you, you are a bit off your path because you are supposed to move like a ray of sunshine through this life journey of yours. You have a journey to be an inspiration and a spark of hope and happiness and beauty to others. This is, I strongly feel, your life purpose. You can be a life path number 3, a life path number 5, very sparkly and bubbly, a life path maybe number 1, but I don't feel that as much, but number 1, maybe, who knows, because I feel like people that have life path number 1 are a bit more solo, are a bit more hermity in a way, while I feel that you are a very outgoing and extroverted type of a person, and that is part of your life journey and destiny. So I rather say that you are a life path number 3, a life path number 5 or 11 or 12, maybe even 4, because 4s can be really bubbly and upbeat. I'm also a 4. I know better. So I think that you might be one of these, especially if you are not, that's okay. Maybe you have one of these numbers somewhere very strong in your numerological chart, somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. Because these are the energies that this pony right here gives me the most. Again, if you feel sad, if you feel bitter, if you feel jaded, that's not how you are meant to be, that's not who you are meant to be. And you also are a person of people. You are meant to be within people, to talk with people. You are not meant to be a hermit. Under no way, under no circumstance. You are the party pony. See the balloons here? You are the party pony with the balloons on its back. See these balloons? You are the party pony. Look at her face. Look at her pretty, very shiny and happy face. You are the party pony. But let's see now what runes have to add up even more about you. You have lots of stamina. If you feel exhausted, if you feel like you don't have energy, it's something temporarily, and it's not something that has anything to do with your life journey, because in this life journey you are meant to have lots of energy. You are meant to push after your goals. You are the goal getter. You are the achiever. You are a massive force of manifestation. You have that force of manifestation within you. And also this rune reminds me in a love reading of a twin flame. So maybe because you have that very strong spark within you, you are also meant to be with a twin flame. But also this can talk about people, about persons, about the other ponies that you are meant to be with in this life, and have your own big family of friends, family of blood relatives, a very extended and big family, either of friends or of relatives, but especially friends and people that are drawn to you by your positivity. I really feel that you draw to you lots and lots and lots of people because you're so positive and optimistic and upbeat. You are like a ray of sunshine, literally. And I think that that draws into you lots and lots of people. And if that's not the case, that's who you are meant to be. Because we are born under a specific number, life path number, either to embody it throughout our lifetimes, like we are not born with those traits, but we are meant to gain them throughout our lifetime, or we already embody them and we are here to chisel them. If you are not already very upbeat and life until now really jaded you, your path is to become that ray of sunlight, of sunshine. And if until now you were like this and you lost it, you are meant to find it. And if you already are like that, you are meant to chisel that even more and put it to service to other people. I also feel like you are very competitive. You have this very competitive vibe to you. And maybe you are a Sagittarius. This gives me strong Sagittarius vibe, or Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising. Also something with Virgo here, and also Aquarius, because this has here a very Aquarian and Leo type of energy. So okay, now I want actually one more rune for you too, because I feel like the message is somewhat incomplete for you. Okay, so here we have another rune. Yep, you are a people person. You are a people person. And also your romantic life, I think it really plays a big role into your life. I really feel about the person that you will be with that it really has a very big role and impact on your life. I don't know exactly what that impact is, but you are definitely a people person, and your relationships play a very big role into your life. You may even be with a Sagittarius or a Virgo, and also a Taurus, because this is governed by Venus. And I really feel about this because Venus governs the love and the finances, both of them. I really feel like you are very driven and goal-oriented, as I've said, and you will have lots of success in your career as well as in relationships. You are really a ray of sunshine to everybody, and I really feel that because of that, everybody wants to be your own ray of sunshine as well. They want to make you happy. So now let's get to the next technique I'm gonna use, which is picking a paintbrush from all of these paintbrushes of mine. Because I am a painter. I paint for over 15 years and I graduate painting at the university this year. We don't have majors here in Romania from where I come from. We only have a certain specialty that we enroll into, and we finish that one. We don't get to change it. Okay, so I'm gonna shuffle this a bit with my eyes closed. You will have to take my word for it that I will close my eyes because you won't see my eyes on the camera. But I will shuffle this with my eyes closed, and I'm gonna pick 1 to maximum 3 depending on how I feel about them when I really get into that state. And based on this paintbrush, I will tell more about your journey and what picture your journey paints, what picture you are meant to paint in your life as a journey. Like, your journey is this paintbrush, so to say, and it depicts a picture, a bigger picture, and I can tell what somebody is about to paint based on what brushes they use, because you cannot paint a 1 square meter, 1 square foot painting canvas with a paintbrush like this or like this. You need a paintbrush large like the hand in itself to paint something that big. Also, you can paint something with a paintbrush like this big if the canvas is the size of this square sparkly thing right here. So the paintbrush that you use when you paint says a lot about what you are going to paint, and vice versa. So I'm gonna pick one of these and we will talk later upon it. So let's begin. I'm trying to not make a big mess with them and still shuffle them. It's not very pleasant to see, especially as an artist, a visual artist. But I'm doing my best here. Okay, so I will try and pick one now. One that calls me most for pile 4. Feel one right here, and I feel one here and one more. Okay, I'm gonna go with 3 like I did for the other piles. Okay, so the rest of them I will get aside. I really like about you how you've got 3 brushes that are all the same, just like the previous pile, but the previous pile didn't had round brushes. It had a more flat brush that was rounded. It was more flat here at the base. You are very flamboyant. I associate this shape of paintbrush with the element of fire, with which I also associate you, with the Sagittarius here, you know, and the Leo. And it really matches you with your fiery and bubbly and sparkly energy, and also with your soft spokenness like a ray of sunshine. These are very, very soft brushes. You may also be a life path number 8 with the 8 here, or a 5, as I said, a 5, or maybe even a 6 right here, which has sense, So you may also be one of these life paths right here. And because this is kind of a big brush, you are able to paint something big in your life. You are able to go in the macro picture as well as you are able to go in some more details. I don't think that you are really preoccupied with tiny pesky things like, I don't know, small things that really ruin your upbeat energy and your day-to-day really bright energy. You are really focused on the medium to large picture in life. You don't have the smallest brush pen here. You don't have a 0 or a 1. You are focused on details because these are not the biggest brush pens in the set at all. You are prone to more detailed things, but you don't paint on rice beans, so to say. You don't paint on rice. You are very focused on things that light you up, that inspire you, that bring passion into your life and to others' life. You are very soft spoken. I feel like you have a very nice voice. I really feel like you have a very nice voice, and you are meant to use it in this life to do a lot of good to other people. And I also feel like you have a side of you that it's so soft that you are almost scared to use it. You are almost scared to use it because these two brushes right here, I've used them. But this one, it's so soft that I was kind of scared to use it because it was too soft. And I feel like this is how you feel about a side of you, a very deep side of you, that it's so soft that it almost scare you to use it, to put it in front of other people. But it's the most detailed one. It's the most detailed one, prone to detailed one. And it's like that high pitched intuition inside of you, in your gut, that tells you the subtle notes in a person's attitude or emotions. And you are very, very in tune with that, but you are almost scared of that intuition of yours, and to use it and to tap into it, and also to tell other people that you have it, and to connect to them at that fine, detailed level. You are very okay with a medium level of profoundness, and even with being upbeat and looking like you have no problems. But with that depth, I feel like you are kind of scared to go along with, because it's very hard to control. You are not very experienced with it, and it's kind of hard to control for you. Okay, I really like this. I really, 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 really like this. I also like how on this paintbrush right here we have 5, 6, and 8, exactly like we have here 5, 6, and 8 on these brushes. Do you see it? 5, 6, and 8 here, 5, 6, and 8 right here. It's amazing. I absolutely love when this happens. So yeah, one more technique before you go. Don't leave anywhere. We're gonna put the brushes right here. Look at what pretty colors they all have together. For the last technique, I'm gonna use this notebook with Celtic carving on it, and these coins, Romanian coins right here, with a piece of carnelian and a chocolate coin, a sugar caramel chocolatey, I don't know, something edible, basically, a coin, to symbolize, to give me a hint whether you will reach your money through something that you like doing and it's sweet to you, or something that you are rather passionate about or not. Everything that falls in this circle or very close to the center of this, it's how you will make your money on a daily basis. And the edges, it's how you will receive money in some type of special setting, not on a daily basis. How will money will come to you from time to time, let's just say. So I will explain you on the go. Now, first of all, let's just shuffle these and see where they pick. Everything that falls outside of this notebook, it's outside of discussion right here, and this can sometimes be a good thing, but for now, let's just see. Whoa, we will actually do this again because I feel like that was my fault, because my hands were kind of shaky, and I feel like that was my fault and that this doesn't count. So we are gonna do this again. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's with this. Maybe you actually have a difficult time focusing on your wealth and money, because you are so drawn to your relationship with other people, and on this competition right here, that you actually don't think as much about money, or you live so much in the moment that you may actually don't think about money as much. Or I don't know what's the thing. Interesting. Let's do this again. This time I will try and stop talking so I can concentrate the best. Okay, so this is out. This one also out. And this is what we have here. Okay, I feel like on a daily basis you will do, or you are meant to do, something that you really enjoy. It's not your biggest passion on earth, but you earn your money doing something that it's sweet for you to do. It's a pleasant thing to do. It's not something that you hate doing. And through that thing that you do on a daily basis, I don't think that you will earn a lot of money on a daily basis, like let's say monthly or weekly. I think that it's, I don't know, a normal kind of wage, no matter what that means in your country, depending on where you watch this video from. I think that you will earn around the medium kind of wage in your country, and through also something that you enjoy doing, you will learn on a daily basis, sometimes a little bit more than the medium wage. You will earn sometimes, from time to time, not as often as this thing that comes regularly, a bit less often. You will earn like the above the medium wage on your country, like let's say double the medium wage. But also those periods will alternate with periods when you earn under the medium wage, like minimum kind of wage. Those things will alternate between them. There will be sporadically periods of time when you earn between these two. But related to your passion, I really feel that doing something that you are passionate about, even if sporadically, even if not all the time, true money, big money, this is kind of the biggest coin in value from all this. Nowadays we have a paper instead of a coin for this value. Actually, these are old coins and these are new coins, but I count them in as a coin at the same value as this has for us nowadays as a paper. So I count this as the biggest in value from all the coins right here, and I count this as the maximum abundance and wealth that you can reach. And I feel like by doing something that you love, this will come like huge amounts of money will come by doing something that you are really passionate about. They won't come as often as this money right here. That's not very much, but you do it in a kind of a pleasant way. But the real big coins will come from something that you really are passionate about and something that you are really love, like a soul project or some sort. And that may come when you are a bit older, not in your youth. I don't know why, but this is the feeling that I'm getting, that you will get to this after you take a leap of faith and you don't do only this, something that it's kind of pleasurable for you, or it's simply comfortable doing, and you receive this monthly because this is like right at the center, and you receive this monthly, and it's something that you kind of like, but it's not the maximum satisfaction that you can get. After you take a leap of faith and you decide to do what you are really passionate about, after that you will start receiving big money, like big money, nothing in between that. You will receive directly the biggest coin, not this, not the intermediate coin, not the intermediary's coin, but directly the big ones. You will receive them when you take a leap of faith and do what you are really passionate about, not something that it's simply comfortable doing or kind of enjoyable-ish. No. Okay, beautiful person, I am so happy to meet you, even though it's virtually and through a reading like this. You are a wonderful person. You have such a beautiful and energy, pink, absolutely pink energy right here. You are amazing. You deserve everything that is best in life. If you agree with these energies around coins here, you can manifest them even more, but this is your life journey. You will eventually get to the big coins. You will eventually get everything that is good in this life. You will eventually get to peace. You will eventually manifest. You are a master manifester, by the way. I really feel this. Even though right now you may not feel as if you are, I'm telling you, you are a master manifester. And once you realize that, and once you realize that you don't have to compete for everything in this life, because you can also just as well manifest it and receive it on a platter, you can speed up this. But first you have to realize this, and you also have to be the sunshine in your own life, because you have such a beautiful energy towards all the people around you. You have to be a sunshine in your own life. You have to really use this bubbliness, this sparkliness right here to your own good, and to manifest everything that you want and deserve in this life. I am so happy I could read for you today. Please like this video if you really liked it and it resonated with you, so more people can receive their messages from the runes. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more readings just like this. I am so happy I could read for you today again. I'm telling you this, you are a wonderful, amazing person. You deserve everything in this life. See you soon in my next video. Until then, lots of hugs and kisses. Bye bye.